conversation around large homes in Needham is far from over. On Monday, July 21st, the Large House Review Committee held another listening session, this time turning to voices from the building industry. With growing concerns from residents about the impact of oversized new construction on their neighborhoods, the committee is exploring possible rule changes and wants to hear directly from the people who build these homes. Municipal producer Yu Xiaowen has the report.
At the meeting, the committee presented a list of ideas aimed at scaling down new homes. One proposal would revise how square footage is calculated, possibly including garages and attics with enough headroom. A sliding scale for floor area ratio, or FAR, is also under discussion, tying house size more proportionally to lot size. Local builder Chirpay suggested reducing the current 600 square foot garage limit to 500. Rather than including garages in FAR calculation.
Which I think from the street is more aesthetically pleasing. You get more house, less garage, but you're still getting a home that I can deliver to a modern buyer without you slashing 600 square feet of livable space.
Committee members noted if garages were included in the FAR, the overall FAR limit could be adjusted to give builders more flexibility.
If you just say 500 square feet for the garage, then that's it. If you include it in the FAR and then adjust the FAR number percentage, then the builder has the option of moving space between the house and the garage.
Building height is also under review. The current 35-foot limit might be lowered to 32 or even 30 feet, which would make it more difficult to build a finished third floor. But as one builder pointed out, elevation is sometimes necessary.
The house had a foot of water in the basement because it's across the street from the river. So we had to raise the house 3 feet in order to get out of the water table. And I had to have a very low pitch on the roof in order to meet the height requirement, including the attic was not finished in order to make that happen.
Federal estimated around 20% of the homes he built face groundwater issues that require higher foundations. A significant portion of the discussion was devoted to how potential changes could affect home values. Committee member Bill Paulson, who's also a realtor, pointed to a recent community survey in which over 2,000 residents expressed concern about the scale of new homes.
There is a sentiment in town from the people that are here that the houses that are being built are too big for their lots in some cases and are not fitting into their neighborhood.
Paulson says the committee is trying to strike a balance, making new homes feel less bulky and possibly more affordable without undercutting builders or sellers.
What makes sense to make a smaller home still allow you guys to make money when you do a project, but make these homes more affordable, not affordable, like the quote-unquote affordable, right? But more affordable for young families.
Some builders responded bluntly, saying affordability is not achievable under any scenario.
Nothing's going to ever be affordable again in my lifetime, or any of our lifetimes, which is very unfortunate for the kids growing up today.
And demand, they said, remains strong.
Every single weekend, there's new people coming in wanting to buy here and willing to spend between $1.7 and $2.2 for a piece of land.
Instead, some said limiting house size wouldn't reduce prices, though it might lower teardown values temporarily.
You're going to see prices on those lots drop anywhere between $100,000 and $200,000 in the beginning.
But they predicted smaller houses would eventually sell for the same price as larger ones today.
So if you said your current homes in Needham, let's just say the average is 5,000 to 6,000 square feet, let's just say, if you change the bylaw where you can now, let's say, only build a 3,500 to 4,000 square foot house, that house is going to sell for the exact same price as the current 6,000 square foot home does. It's just going to increase the cost per square foot.
To committee members, that suggests property values would not be harmed in the long run.
If there were a more restrictive zoning bylaw adopted, what I'm hearing you say is that there's a period of risk where it's not clear to a developer that they're going to do as well, but after a while, if that uncertainty is overcome, that they'll do as well.
On the flip side, larger homes are also driving up taxes for neighboring properties.
And if there are more expensive homes in that area, the tax value of those lots go up. And in Needham, the value of the lot is more important than the value of the house.
The committee indicated some reduction in house size is coming. What they want now is feedback on what changes builders can live with.
We want to reduce them some. What percentage do you think we can go down to? And you still be fine.
What, if anything, other than no changes whatsoever, would you suggest? Or what should we look at that maybe we haven't considered?
Builders didn't offer a specific number, but they emphasized the modern buyers want more space, not less.
Now we work a lot from home, and when you have three kids at home, you can have a small house. You need a good attic or a good office attic space to be, or a good basement to be, that is comfortable to stay.
Some builders noted since 2017, updated setback rules have made additions harder, prompting more teardowns.
So it was easier to tear it down and get them at least somewhat of the size they wanted than it was to renovate it.
Tree preservation came up too, with builders saying it's often hard to avoid root damage even when trees are left standing, especially on smaller lots.
You put a house on it and you have to put new water, new sewer, potentially new sidewalks, driveways to not disturb the trees. And then when you don't disturb the trees, and then one falls down.
Other committee ideas include regulating roof shapes and dormers, adjusting side setbacks based on lot width, and expanding rear setbacks to encourage larger backyards. Lot coverage limits might also be tightened. The committee expects to present a preliminary proposal at a public meeting in September. For the Needham Channel News, I'm Yu Xiaoyuan.